Hi, I'm Susan Murray, and in this video I'm going to be discussing some of the lies that we are still being told about conditions like ME, CFS, fibromyalgia and long COVID, and how it is actually possible to recover from them. If this is the news that you have been waiting for, or if you want confirmation that this is true, you'll want to stick around for what I have to say. Let's look at some of the lies that we are commonly told. Have you been told by your doctor or even a specialist that you have a lifelong condition? That you shouldn't expect to recover? That nobody knows what causes these conditions? Or maybe you've been told that the best that you can hope for is to try and manage your symptoms. Does any of that sound right to you? Or do you have a sense, a feeling, or maybe even a knowing that they must be wrong? Maybe you've been doing your own research or instinctively know that your illness is somehow connected to your emotions. Maybe you're very much into holistic and alternative health solutions and have tried everything that you can think of or find because you're determined to find a solution. If so, good on you for following your gut and not giving in and merely trusting what the doctors say just because they are doctors. Because that part inside of you that is telling you to keep going and keep trying, and that there must be a way to reverse your condition and get rid of your symptoms is absolutely right. You can recover from these conditions. Many thousands of people, probably many more than that, the world over have already done so and are doing so now. This being true, why do so many doctors still encourage and spread mistruths about this? Well, mainly ignorance. Simply not knowing what the answer is, or knowing but not acknowledging or sharing it. This is because doctors, for the most part, do what they are trained to do, and thinking outside the box or applying logic that they haven't been taught is not part of that training. Think about it. Even when certain illnesses are attributed to stress, and more are because it's simply becoming undeniable, the first port of call is rarely any offer of real help to deal with stress. Why not? Because Western medicine doesn't focus on dealing with the root cause. It's not designed to make something truly better or for prevention when it comes to illness and disease. It's about doling out prescription medication to mask symptoms and then more medication to mask the side effects of other medication if necessary. So when you think about it, it's actually doing the opposite. It's perpetuating illness instead of eradicating it, and most doctors are simply going along with what they are told, which is that this is the best that we have come up with to deal with chronic illness and disease. The result is that many of those who do trust that they are being told the truth take this on as being fact, internalize it, tell others that this is the case, and often develop a belief about themselves as being a helpless victim with no way out. They identify as a chronically ill person who will never get better unless science finds a cause and produces a magic pill for it. Well, I've just given you the spoiler for that. As mentioned, no Western medication cures any illness or disease, and it's not trying to. And while I'm bursting a few bubbles here, the scientists funded by big pharmaceutical companies to find a cause aren't actually looking for it in the right place. Surely that's not deliberate, I hear some of you say. Well, here's the thing, there is a whole branch of science dedicated to looking in the right place, and who agree on a cause which is being talked about by more and more people with each passing year, month, day even. This branch of science is called psychoneuroimmunoendocrinology, and there is no way that anyone in the scientific medical field who's open to finding out the truth about chronic illness is not aware of this and its findings. So, what is this information? What does the study and application of psychoneuroimmunoendocrinology tell us? Well, you can look it up in your own time if you want a jargon-filled explanation. But in my words, chronic illness and anxiety occur largely as a result of built-up stress within the body. This happens as a result of suppressing emotions over time. Our emotions are our guidance system. They exist to help us navigate through life in the easiest and best way for us, but most of us have taught to ignore and suppress these emotions. This causes a feeling of emotional unsafety, which signals danger within our brain. This in turn causes the body's stress response, which is a biochemical reaction, to be triggered. Things that can cause us to suppress emotion and feel emotionally unsafe include not meeting our own needs and being unfairly treated by others. If these suppressed emotions keep building over time, it's possible to get stuck in this stress response or fight or flight mode. And the biochemical reaction continues for far longer than it should do. This can understandably have an enormous physical impact on the body. As a result, we can start to see increasing feelings of anxiety and a host of other symptoms, including brain fog, muscle and joint pain and weakness, chronic fatigue, insomnia, temperature fluctuations, low mood, fluctuations in blood sugar levels and blood pressure levels. The list goes on and on. The good news is that knowing this and knowing what to do about it can aid you in taking back control by getting out of fight or flight mode and reversing these symptoms and conditions. This is what I have been guiding and supporting people to do through my therapeutic coaching for nearly 10 years now. Dealing with and overcoming ongoing emotional issues, stress and anxiety to get out of pain and to restore energy levels. Doing this puts you back in control. There is a link to my website in the description below if you want to know a bit more about the kind of direct help that I offer, but make sure you also subscribe to my channel and have a watch of my next video, especially if you want to learn more about the root cause of these conditions so that you can start taking more control over your health. If you found this video useful, informative, entertaining, or all of the above, please hit the like button to let me know, as your feedback will help me to keep creating the kind of content that you want to watch. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.